Now let us move to the next problem. Find the limit of the given sequence. Let us define nth term an. An is 3 plus 2 square root of n plus 1 by square root of n plus 1. Now let us apply the limit as n tends to infinity to find limit point here. So this becomes infinity by infinity. So directly we cannot apply the limits. Now we take square root of n outside. This means here limit as n tends to infinity. If you take square root of n outside in the numerator, so that is 3 by square root of n plus 2 times of 1 square root of 1 plus 1 by n divided by, in the denominator also take it square root of n outside, square root of 1 plus 1 by n. Square root of n get cancelled. Now let us apply the limits. When you apply the limit as n tends to infinity, 3 by infinity, that is 0 plus 2 into square root of 1 plus 0 by square root of 1 plus 0, that goes to 2. So the limit point of this given sequence is 2. Therefore the given sequence converges to 2. Let us take next problem. Let us find the limit point of this sequence and whether it converges or not. Let us check it out. We take n is 3n plus 1 by n minus 2 by n into n plus 3. Now let us apply the limit as n tends to infinity, that becomes infinity by infinity. So take it n outside the numerator for from both the terms. So this implies what? Limit as n tends to infinity. If I take n outside, so 3 plus 1 by n, and from the second term if I take n outside, 1 minus 2 by n divided by n into n, take it outside, 1 plus 3 by n. So n square get cancelled. Now let us apply the limits. 3 plus 1 by infinity, that is 3 into 1 divided by 1. So that is 3. It converges to 3. Limit point is 3. The given sequence converges to 3. Therefore the given sequence converges. Now let us move to the next problem. The given sequence is 2n square minus 5 by 3n square plus 7n. Let us define the nth term. Now let us take a limit as n tends to infinity. So this becomes infinity by infinity form. So therefore take it n square outside, 2 minus 5 by n square. In the denominator also take it n square outside, 3 plus 7 by n. So n square get cancelled. Now let us apply the limits. So this becomes 0 and 2 by 3. So the given sequence converges to 2 by 3, and moreover it is a finite value. So the given sequence convergent sequence. Now let us take next problem. The given sequence is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on plus n by n square. Let us take nth term. Nth term is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on plus n by n square. So sum of n terms. Sum of n terms is n into n plus 1 by 2. Now let us apply the limit as n tends to infinity. So this implies becomes infinity by infinity form. Now we take n square outside in the numerator, 1 plus 1 by n by 2n square. N square get cancelled. Now let us apply the limits 1 by 2. So the given sequence is convergent sequence. Therefore limit point is 1 by 2. Now let us take next problem. The given sequence 1 plus 3 plus 5 and so on to n minus 1 by n square, where nth term is this. So the sum of the odd nth to 2n minus 1 terms nothing but n square here. Okay, now let us apply the limit as n tends to infinity for an. Limit as n tends to infinity, numerator n square, denominator also n square, that is equal to 1. So limit point is 1. So therefore the given sequence is convergent sequence. Let us take another important problem. The given sequence minus 1 to the power of n plus 1 by n factorial. Again take nth term. Let us define n is even and n is odd because of minus 1 to the power of n plus 1 is there. So now let us take n is even. You take a to n is minus 1 to the power of 2n plus 1 by 2n factorial. So now let us apply the limit, that is 0. When n is odd, an becomes a to n plus 1 minus 1 to the power of 2n plus 2 by 2n plus 1 factorial. Again that is equal to 1 by 2n plus 1. Let us apply the limit, so that is 0. So for the n is even, limit point is 0. When n is odd, limit point again that is 0. So that is a unique limit point. So therefore the given sequence is convergent sequence and converges to 0. Now let us take another problem. The given sequence minus 1 to the power of n into 1 plus 1 by n. So let us define nth term. Again take the n is odd and n is even here. A to n plus 1 is minus 1 to the power of 2n plus 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2n plus 1. So minus 1 to the power of 2n plus 1 is minus 1. Let us apply the limit as n tends to infinity. So that is minus 1. When n is even, so that is plus 1. So as you can observe here, for n is even, the limit point is plus 1. When n is odd, limit point is minus 1. There are two limit points, so there is no unique limit point. Therefore the given sequence is divergent sequence. It means it oscillates between In this video, I am going to discuss some problems on sequences here. Let us consider the sequence n into minus 1 to the power of n. Let us define an. An is equal to n into minus 1 to the power of n. When n is even, that is positive n. When n is odd, that is minus n. So let us split when n is even number and n is what? Odd number. So let us take when n is even, we take 2n. So therefore nth term becomes 2n into minus 1 to the power of 2n. Just have considered only even terms here. So minus 1 to the power of 2n is positive, that is 2n. Let us apply the limit directly as n tends to infinity, that goes to what? Infinity. Now let us consider the n is equal to 2n plus 1 second case. When n is equal to 2n plus 1 for an, 2n plus 1 into minus 1 to the power of 2n plus 1. Just I consider only odd terms here. So minus 1 to the power of odd power, that is minus 1. Minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Let us take as n tends to infinity, that goes to what? Minus infinity. For n is equal to even, that limit point is plus infinity. When n is equal to odd numbers, that is limit point is minus infinity. Therefore the sequence is not the limit of sequence is not unique, and hence the sequence n into minus 1 to the power of n oscillates between what? Minus infinite to plus infinity. Therefore, so this sequence, the given sequence is divergent sequence. But here I did not apply the epsilon delta definition because we don't know the limit point. If you know limit point, we can apply the through that definition also we can show that whether this sequence is convergent or not. But here we don't know the limit point, just apply the limit for the sequence. Now let us move to the next problem. The sequence n plus n into minus 1 to the power of n. Let us take n is equal to n plus n into minus 1 to the power of n. When n is even, so that is 2n. When n is odd, that goes to 0. So let us take again two cases. N is equal to even number and n is equal to odd number of terms here. Let us take first case when n is even number, that is n is equal to 2n. When n is 2n, replace n by 2n for the an. 2n plus 2n into minus 1 to the power of 2n. So minus 1 to the power of 2n, that becomes plus here because 4n. So now let us apply the limit as n tends to infinity. So 4 into infinity, that is what? Infinity. So limit point is infinity. Now let us move to the when n is odd here. When n is equal to 2n plus 1, that nth term becomes 2n plus 1 plus 2n plus 1 into minus 1 to the power of 2n plus 1. So this becomes minus 1 here. So 2n plus 1 minus of 2n plus 1, that is 0. So as n tends to infinity, the limit point is 0. So this is oscillate between 0 and infinity. So the limit point of the sequence is not unique. So therefore the given sequence oscillates between 0 and infinity. Thus this sequence. So now let us move to the next problem. The sequence square root of n plus 1 minus square root of n. Let us define the nth term. So that is square root of n plus 1 minus square root of n. Rationalize the nth term here. So multiply and divide by square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n. So that can be written as using a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. Square root of n plus 1 whole square, n plus 1 minus square root of n square, square root of n square, that is called minus n. N plus n minus n get cancelled, that is 1 by square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n. Now let us apply the limit as n tends infinity. 1 by square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n as n tends infinity. So that goes to what? 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. Therefore the sequence square root of n plus 1 minus n converges. It converges to 0. Here we did not apply the S0 delta definition because we don't know the limit point. So directly apply the limits here. Just we found that limit point.